if you care to treat them.
Sure.
Okay. So you'll...
I mean, we're just here for the captain, right?
Yeah.
I don't really want to kill a bunch of people if we don't need to.
You already killed quite a few people.
Yep.
Just from the fight. Alright, so you are going to have some people stabilize them and get them help.
We'll have their people do it.
Okay, yeah, that works. That works. Yep, so then in that case you have a total of 19 prisoners.
Nice.
The loot that you have amassed here, you've got, not including the cannons on your ship, 13 12-pounder cannons. And then for small arms, you have 15 daggers, 23 cutlasses, 30 light revolvers, 5 revolving carbine rifles, then 3 units of provisions. There is the mysterious drugs that you found in the smuggling den, and also upon searching the hold of the Plover, you find another couple of boxes of that same stuff. Combined, that maps out into 2 cargo units of mysterious drugs. And then there's also 2 cargo units of iron ore in their hold. And then all of the like weapons and equipment, so the cannons, their guns and revolvers and stuff. If you want to just sort of like amass that, it would be a total of 8 units of weaponry to be able to be sold. The only real useful thing you could get from that is, besides just, like selling it, is the rifles. None of your crew have rifles.
Well, looks like our crew has rifles.
So if you want to take those rifles and give them to your guys, then that is, you can pick 5 dudes to be like, hey,
look, there's
a rifle
right there.
You're better.
So, I think we have like a decision to make, and that is, do we want to just completely strip these guys, or just take the captain and like the other things we're asked to do, and then let them do their thing?
Well, why don't we... Let's talk to the captain and see what the hell is going on.
Okay.
Also, I'm reading a lot. Hang on.
Yeah, the healing thing.
Do you have any magic charges left on your thing?
What was that?
Potion. On your talisman thingy?
Yeah.
Because I can use my potion, but you can only use one magical thing.
What seems to be the problem?
I think I got shot pretty bad, and then I tried to cast really hard, and it hurt.
Yeah, it's a bullet wound, which is the magical healable part.
I mean, the talisman, I have a chance of getting a raise and healing 2 wounds.
Correct.
So the
blood
casting wound has to be a regular healing roll?
Yes.
And... Okay.
Oh, I have that as well.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast some spells to boost some things.
Mr. Dibbs, were you gonna say something about this?
Just that if you wouldn't want to tax yourself, Robin, I could handle the bullet wound.
Oh, do you have heals too?
After a fashion.
I'm very confused.
Oh, just sit back, Tara, and enjoy the relaxing melodies.
Alright.
Oh, I need to give you guys pennies, because I have a feeling some pennies are going to be rolled here.
Are we just going to be sitting in, like, my quarters talking to this captain with the loot in the background?
I'm assuming you guys are doing this before you talk to the captain.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
All right, so
as the crew is sort of getting everything under control.
Okay.
how many wounds do I need to get rid of on the?
So first, make a performance roll for the verse 1.
I got a 4.
Okay, and then I believe it's 2 wounds.
The bullet wounds, 2 wounds.
Yeah, so you need to raise to heal both.
Yeah. So far, just a normal one. Here's a Benny. I'll try again. Why not? Hiya! There we go. Blew up the 6. Into a 10. That's a good fucking tune right there.
Oh, nice. Alright, so, as Mr. Dibbs starts playing his lute, it's a song that you don't quite recognize from, like, before. And, it just, like, as the verse starts, you feel like the pain from the wound just sort of, like, ease away partially.
I'm definitely hearing the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, that's what is currently playing at Roll20. And then after a couple more seconds, you look down and you see that the bullet wound is slowly closing, and you heal 2 wounds from that.
Well,
so that's the magic going down.
I got a 6 on my healing roll to
Okay, and that's minus the wound penalty, but you since the 2 wounds are healed, it's only a -1, so then that's good.
Well, I went from almost dead to like pretty good.
Okay, your officers will tend to you.
Yeah, and while I have
mean.
boosted healing, I'll probably go around and do what I can to heal the others too.
Okay, sure. Just give me another single healing roll.
So how'd you like the song?
5.
That was
5.
the best
Okay.
song I've ever heard.
It'll do.
Never seen. Did the bullet come out?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, wait a second.
Where'd the bullet go?
Fucking lead poisoning. No.
He made a little home inside.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. A little lead in your bloodstream never hurt anyone.
We'll be
I'll probably die before lead poisoning.
I was gonna say we'll be long done with the campaign before you die of lead poisoning.
And then a year later, Tara died of lead poisoning from all of the bullets that are sealed inside of her body.
Yep.
Thank you. I didn't know your playing was so magical.
I recently leveled up to this.
Do you know
to this stature?
how?
What?
Do you know how?
How to?
How you did that?
Oh! I just.
Well, I got 5 of these point things.
I just listened a little deeper to what Luca had to say, and he said he had some hidden songs to teach me.
Huh.
Apparently, he knows his shit.
What do you know? The lute's a great doctor.
Yeah. So, Robin, with your 5, what is your healing skill with it boosted?
It's a D8 right now.
A D8. Okay. Yeah. So you're definitely the most competent healer on this island.
On the island. Ooh.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's mostly uninhabited, so...
I was trying to...
And the rest is smugglers.
It's pretty much just these people.
I was trying to make her seem that she's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's still better than a bunch of smugglers.
Yeah.
So you definitely help quite a bit with the healing and stuff. And I assume that you prioritized your 2 crew members before the prisoners.
Yeah.
So they are... they will recover probably, you got a 5 in like 2 days or so. They should be able to to man the ship more. I mean, you don't need them for normal ship manning stuff. You got plenty of crew, but
I guess I forgot. Since the healing song is targeted, do the wound penalties count against it?
No, because that is not a thing with the healing power anymore, apparently.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I still was at a 9 because I, ignored one wound. So.
Yeah. Yeah, healing power got a little better in second edition.
Cool.
All
right.
right.
So are you feeling ship shape, Captain?
Well, I got the new scar, and I feel pretty good actually.
Good to hear.
Are you feeling tippy toppy?
No, you are at the tippy
Tip
toppy.
top shape.
So, two things. One, where are you going to put all the bodies?
In the ocean.
Throw them in the ocean?
In the bay, you mean?
In the bay.
Wash up.
Yeah, they're just going to wash up on the shoreline.
I mean, at least our people, we'll probably just carry them, bring them with us, and then give them a proper pirate burial.
Yeah, a proper sailor's burial.
I don't know. We could make a giant
Throw 'em overboard.
fire.
Customary to wrap them in a shroud and weighed down with rocks and throw them in the ocean.
Davy Jones.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we have time for that. Plus, most of these people are smugglers.
Well, I'm just talking about our two men.
Your two guys.
Okay.
The rest of
Or
them,
that.
I mean, you could just throw them out into the jungle and let the animals eat them.
Yep, I vote that.
Well, we have a bunch of people.
We're not going to be here for very long. I mean, we can also tell them, let their people do proper burials and just have our guys watch them.
I guess that leads to the second question: where are you going to put these guys for the time being, the ones that are still alive, and where do you want to have your talk with the captain?
All right, Haroon.
In the crow's nest.
Yes,
Let's all
Captain.
cram in.
You organize everyone, get these ships cleaned up, have the prisoners bury the dead except for ours, and we're gonna talk to the captain.
Very well, Captain. Their ship, we'll have to unbeach our ship, and their ship is also a little bit damaged. We could still probably take it if we want to, but
We'll
worry
talk
about that later.
Yes.
Very well.
Leave it on the beach for now.
All
But
right.
go ahead and unbeach ours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see
If
how
we-
long our conversation takes.
Yeah, the unbeaching is going to take quite a while, so ships are
Again.
big. Yeah, again. Thankfully, it didn't get damaged either time. That was pretty lucky.
By the way, I
yes,
thought the
go.
cannons on the beach were a great idea. That was shit.
Yeah.
It just meant we had less crew when we got boarded.
Yeah, well, I mean the initial volley was not as good as it could have been.
It's alright. Tactics are learned.
True. All right, so where do you want to have your talk with Captain Fiza? Just
Captain
in
orders
the
and
Zoot sloop.
Sloop riot.
All right, sounds good.
That's probably slightly tilted right now.
Well, the captain's quarters is probably too small for all of you to be in. If
Let's
we go over to that's the wrong one. The captain's quarters is basically a closet with a bed.
Aw. we need a conference hot tub.
We can go in one of the huts.
I mean, if nobody's gonna be in the ship, so you could just be down in the lower deck of the ship.
Are there still huts left? Yeah.
There are still huts too, yeah.
Yeah.
You could go into one of the huts.
Destroy all of them. Let's go.
A
into
couple of the huts are kind of grape shoddy, but
Oops.
That's okay.
yeah. All right, so you bring her into one of the huts, or you have your guys bringing her over there, and as you, I believe you put manacles on her, right, Mr. Dibbs?
Yep.
You have those.
If it was there's handcuffs in the equipment list, so I bought.
Yeah,
those.
handcuffs.
Okay. I just figured whatever the equivalent is, I have them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Some irons.
Clap 'em in irons. I don't know what the
Mr. Gillette, fetch some irons.
Is a
Yeah, so
date with the gallows.
the three of you guys walk into this shitty little hut, with Fiza just kind of like sitting on the stump there with Perry, your crew members, guarding her, and she looks pretty. It's kind of a mix between annoyed and dejected, or like angry and dejected. And she kind of just like glares up at you guys as you walk in.
All right. Hello, Captain Fiza. I'm Captain Najar. This is Mr. Dibbs, my first mate, and our ship's mage, Robin Gerlin.
I would say it is a pleasure, but it is not.
So, why did you break your deal with the merchant?
Ah, fuck. You work for him?
Yes.
Shit.
He's not happy with you. He didn't order your deaths per se, but he's quite curious.
They told me that they would deal with it.
They.
Our new employer.
A name goes a long way.
You've worked for him, I'm not going to lie to you. Because if I do, I'm sure you'll just bring me back to him and, well... I would rather talk to you.
Well, by all means, talk.
What do you want to know?
Who's this new employer?
Some castrans from Hallowmore, up north. Don't know much about them. We spoke to a man, had a fancy coat and a cane.
Can you describe the coat?
Blue. It had some silver buckles. Looks pretty nice. He was older, probably in his 50s. Kind of a short beard. No real identifying marks. So, he wore the cane and nice gloves. Seemed like a rich man. I only saw him briefly.
It was a civilian coat, not some sort of uniform?
She just kind of like shrugs. Did not see any, and she like pats the shoulder of her, or she can't really, but gestures to her shoulder. Identifiers.
So, this man with the cane, he promised that he would deal with the merchant?
No, he said if we stop dealing with him and smuggle this man's cargo as drugs, then it will be 3 times the pay. And we voted on it. We decided to say fuck it. And this man, he said that he would deal with the merchant. I don't know what that means, but probably shouldn't have believed him.
Under normal circumstances, I would say good on ya for taking the better deal. The only mistake was we work for the merchant.
Yes, well, I did not vote for it.
Is she a lying hoe?
Give me a notice roll. No penalties.
I'm just so bad at it. I got a 2.
2.
I got an 8.
An 8? Okay, she seems pretty legit from what you can tell. Her general demeanor doesn't really seem like she is trying to lie.
Mm-hmm.
Seems pretty dejected.
So, tell me, who owns your ship?
I do.
You personally?
Yes.
Okay.
It is just an agreement between us 3 captains. It helps if we run into trouble to have backup.
So, you voted against the New Deal, the other 2 voted for?
Yes, I mean, I was not very worried at the time that it would be a problem, but well,
Time proves us all fools.
How do you
Indeed.
contact your new employer?
we sail north. Well, Blackmore. He's on the northern part of the voyage, and there's a I don't know, someplace in Hollowmore, I think. I myself pick up the cargo at the dead drop and drop it off here.
Okay. So these new drugs.
And well, sometimes bring it through to Dachan. There's another dead drop there.
They came from the man in the coat. What were you hauling for the merchant?
Normal, let's see, opium and these mushrooms from the north. Wraiths tier, they're called.
Right. I think the merchant mentioned that actually.
And is the cargo
Yeah, somebody mentioned it.
already offloaded?
Which cargo?
All of the merchants.
I think so. I mean, yeah, we just we took the rest and just sold it. I think McLagan might have some of those mushrooms still. He seemed to like them.
Mm-hmm.
So, what happens now?
I think we should talk about that outside.
Why?
Why I mean, not you.
Oh, you're saying that to your
Yep.
crew
Yeah.
members. Okay.
Sounds good. I walk out.
She says, listen, if you just, you can have my ship, you can do what you want, but if you let us go, we will not bother you. We will not deal with the merchant or this Castron man again.
How scared are you of the this Castern man?
I don't know who he is, really.
How about the other captains? Are they put off by him?
She just kind of like shrugs indifferently.
It seemed a pretty easy decision for them to switch allegiances.
Money is money.
It is.
You work for one shady individual, another one offers more.
I'm just wondering if there was more to it than just money. If there was some sort of power play in effect. Like he had something over them as well.
You mean over my associates?
Yes.
Probably not. It seemed to me like this Castron man wanted to steal the merchant's people.
Okay. Simple as that.
If he wants to do that, to be honest, I don't give a shit. As long as we get more money. You should do the same if you run into anything like that.
Honestly,
Although maybe do not repeat my mistake.
getting caught? No, we wouldn't.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go chat.
Alright. Guys, step up.
Yeah. So the only thing, like, would it be beneficial for the merchant if the casting man wasn't aware that we did this, and just let them continue operating as normal?
Probably. I don't know, like, what their, I mean, if they never have to report back to him, kind of thing, eventually he'll be like, huh, I wonder what happened to those, to the plover. But, yeah, I mean,
we're also gonna piss off the other two captains.
Mm-hmm. Eventually it'll all come out, but yeah, having a good, like, head start would be...
What do you think, Tara?
Captain!
About to get back to his desk.
I was away for a moment because I had to let Kelsey in, and then stuff happened. So I kind of missed most of that.
Okay. I brought up the notion that maybe it would be better for the merchant if we allow these guys to keep operating as normal. One, if the one guy claimed that he could take care of the merchant, that might be something that is like a legitimate threat. I don't know how scary this guy is. I don't even know how scary the merchant is. But also then the merchant can come up with a plan to either retaliate or what do's it. But if we take this person's ship and leave them here, then the other captains are going to come and find out and probably get really pissed.
I mean, this seems pretty retaliatory. We killed we killed like a sixth of their organization. Took a third of their naval property and cargo.
Well, I wasn't aware that we had decided whether or not we were actually going to take the ship and cargo.
Dibs always wants it. He'll take everything.
I mean, so even if we just let them have their shit back, what are they gonna do? Just leave, never return, and not tell anybody what happened? Or are they just gonna go back to their friends and say, hey, holy shit, this happened, but we're fine somehow?
Those idiots let us go!
Are we going to take the captain to the merchant, Dio?
Well, here's what I was thinking. Maybe we got to the one captain who I believe voted against breaking the merchant's trade agreement. If we give her ship and her crew back,
we can employ her.
Say, hey, maybe you'll help us take out your jerk friends. And then we go back to the merchant together.
Everyone's happy and gets money.
He forgives you, you get to keep your ship, your crew. Everyone's happy.
Not triple payment happy, but, you know, alive with your ship.
Well, it might be triple payment if there's only one out of the three of them left.
Hey, yep, by default. Math. I'd say that's worth a shot.
Or we could leave the crew here, take the captain and their ship, sail them both back to the merchant, say, here's the captain, all of their cargo, here's what's going on, mission complete. Also, we have a free ship. That's a pretty good thing, too. I don't think I want to fight two more ships by myself.
No, definitely not. And I think... Yeah, I guess there'd be no way of knowing that we attack them if we just bolt.
Well, if we just left the crew here, they would tell them.
Right.
Of course, if we take them with us, we run the risk of them sort of revolting at some point, taking one of the ships and just leaving.
Be right back.
Plus, they would. Well.
Yeah, the only thing, so the thing that the merchant wanted you to do was find these people and make sure that they are taught a lesson.
Well, lesson taught.
He didn't care if you killed them all or just, killed most of them. Find out who or like why they betrayed them, and more information about that the better.
Money.
And then bringing back any of the captains is also an added bonus.
Oh.
And if you can get any of his cargo or their cargo as well, but
If this captain had been more of a prick, I'd have been like, yeah, let's just give her to him.
No, I feel like we might have got the best apple out of the bunch. But, that being said, we've done pretty much everything the merchant asked. We killed a bunch of them, we stole a bunch of their cargo, we figured out what they're up to, we have it captain prisoner.
Yeah, we're batting 1,000.
I mean, we could bat 3,000, but I feel like that might be hard. Especially by ourselves.
Yeah, I'm down for either option.
What do you think? Do we want to take her back in irons?
I think selling a ship is hard. And
Owning one is
logistically, I don't really want to deal with running 2 ships unless we can just like streamline it to like we did in Dark Space, where 1 ship just kind of brings in a regular amount of money.
Well, what of this? We trade 2 ships for 1 big ship.
I was thinking like moving up would be nice.
Oh,
I like how zippy this one is, though. It's quite fun.
then we would lose our badass name.
Well, we could keep the name. But you're right. That's bad luck. That being said, we'll never be very... We're never going to be able to hit something bigger
I know.
with a little ship like this.
I know.
If we keep with this size of a vessel, we're never going to,
Do much more than smuggling.
We'll always be the little fish.
But if we're making maximum little fish money,
How about this? We bring her back in irons, both ships. We say, merchant, we had 1 more job to do, but what if we just trade you this other ship and you just give us this one plus some money? I bet he would do it.
I mean, maybe.
I don't see
Maybe
why
if
not.
we convince him that... Nah, she's not going to trust this captain again. I don't think he's going to work with us if we work with her.
Maybe. I think since this was the, the 1 captain out of the 3, it might go okay.
I mean, but she still chose her other captains over
Well, it's kind of, you know, either join us or you're against us kind of thing. Usually when it comes down to something like that.
It's certainly not an easy choice.
Yeah.
I mean, you either break one bond or you break another.
And then, you know, the captains are the ones with the guns aimed at her in a second if she says no.
Okay, I'm just not sure Dio will feel the same way.
Well, that's between him and her.
Yeah.
I don't feel if we let her loose without handing her over to the merchant, and he finds out about that somehow, then we're the ones breaking the merchant's, you know, job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, I like that plan.
I vouch for her, but
So you're gonna take both ships and bring them back to the merchant along with the captain.
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to inform Fiza of your decision?
Alright, you coming with us?
Or do we want to wait until last minute so she can't, like, form a plan?
well, we're only taking her,
Right.
so we can just like lock her in a cabin and set people to watch her. Where's she gonna run?
Yeah, that's true. Because it's going to take a good, at least couple days, I'm assuming, to unbeach their ship and make the repairs.
Oh, if you're gonna leave the rest of the crew there here with the ship? Or are you gonna take the ship with you?
We're going to take both ships.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you can sail a ship with a loom.
You can. The ship is missing a mast, so you're probably gonna want to at least do that. Otherwise, you're gonna be going at half speed, limping back to Ketris. But
I'm not leaving a free ship behind. No way, especially since that's more cargo space to haul back all this loot.
yeah,
Alright, so we should leave all those provisions that we found in the cave for the people we're leaving behind, right? They were kind of gross and nasty anyway.
yeah. There's 2 units of provisions in there, so that's a lot of food.
And we really don't know when the other people are coming back.
But yeah, that's enough that they should be fine. Here, this is also like a jungle island, so they can forage if they need to. And then the plover also has a unit of provisions in it, along with the rest of its cargo, which is the drugs and the ore.
And then we take all the other cannons on shore and the other drugs and
Get all the best loot.
head out.
Yeah. Okay. So the plover has it, so if you put the drugs that you found on shore into the plover's hold, then it would be full with the 2 units of ore and then the 2 drugs and the 1 provisions. And then you would have however much space you have in the Zoot sloop to take the weapons, or I guess you could ditch the ore and take the weapons instead. I think they're generally more valuable.
Oh, I put the 2 gross provisions in the Zoot sloop, so I'll take that out. And how many things of weapons are there?
There are 8 units of weaponry.
Oh, okay.
Although that is including the cannons on the plover.
Right. So there's 2.5 units of land cannons. So 3 units of land cannons.
Yeah, that's including the cannons. Well, those units of weaponry are also including all of the like guns and swords and revolvers and stuff that this crew had.
Yeah, I don't know. We need to take all those, do we?
The plover's full, and then there's 2.5 units of weapons.
Of cannons.
Of cannons.
That were on the dock.
Okay. And then, what else is there? Because we're at 3.5 units of cargo.
We can get half a unit of their weapons, but I don't really know if that's worth it. I think we should take their rifles, arm as many of our men in rifles as we can.
Yeah, that's easy enough. You could certainly do that, yeah.
Well, we'll take one of those food provisions then. They don't need 2,000 days of food.
Oh, excuse me.
They'll only have 1,000 days of food.
Oh, no.
Hell, they'll only have 500 days. Suck it, boys.
Only a year. Over a year. Okay, so just to clarify, you have pretty much keeping the plover's hold as is with the drugs, the mysterious drugs, the 2 units of ore, and the unit provisions there. And then what are you going to bring with the Zoot sloop?
Our provisions.
The new drugs.
I was counting the new drugs as on the plover,
okay.
But you could put them on your ship if you want to as well. It doesn't really.
Okay, there was already new drugs on the plover, right? And then we found some in the cave.
Yep. Same kind of drugs.
We'll put all the best cargo in the Zoot sloop. So we'll put the drugs in here. How many provision or how many drug?
Mysterious drugs times 2.
Times 2.
Yep.
Freaky drugs.
And that's obviously contraband.
Alright, weapons. We gotta ditch half a cargo unit of weapons, so that's on the plover now. And we have 1 provision of food. So we got freaky drugs, guns, and some food to eat while we sail. Everything else is on the plover.
Oh, okay.
Stuff, motherfucker.
Alright, so the next question is, Mr. Dibs, can you sail a ship?
Not well. But we're in a pinch.
Because we're down to 11 crew per ship.
In a pinch.
I mean, maybe we could conscript some of these other dudes. You know, that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Let's not do that. I can go... Me and Mr. Dibs can go on the other ship, and I can just boost his boating. Or I guess I could boost my boating. I think we're both at a D4, right? Mr. Dibs?
What's that? Sorry.
You're at a D4 for boating, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I can boost one of our boating.
Yeah.
That should be good enough. Unless... I don't know, does Doomy or...
Everybody else has a D6 voting.
Oh. Doomy and I can go over to the other one, and I can boost Doomy's. And we'll just follow you guys.
Sure.
Alright, that works. Get this over here.
While we're deliberating all this, so we definitely have... We should definitely conscript these people to start de-beaching our boats.
Okay, yep.
Get working, yeah.
And you guys have the prisoner on the Zoot sloop?
Yeah. We don't have a brig. We'll just clap our irons around a post or something.
Okay, so and then this is what the plover is carrying then. And then there are... Okay, so then you would be leaving some of the weapons from these guys with them. And taking the majority of those weapons. Do you want to? Well, yeah. I mean, I guess there's no reason to get rid of the cannons if you're taking the plover. So you keep the cannons and then just fill that up.
Yeah.
The cannons on that deck are probably about 2 of the weapon units. So you're taking most of their stuff. They still have some guns and swords to defend themselves, but
right. And that's mostly. I don't want these people to die.
Yeah, I mean, most of the weapons are from the dead guys, because there's a lot more dead guys than there is living guys. Okay, so that checks out. Let's see. So, and then obviously while you guys are doing this, you guys trying to unbeach the ships. Okay. So you don't have enough crew to keep an eye on the. I guess you could have them try and unbeach it for you. So, yeah, I would say
the crew is like, come on, unbeach the ship.
They're not just gonna sit there. Okay. So it takes a day to get both of the ships back in the water. And then
okay.
The plover is missing a mast and has some hull damage. Hull damage is not critical, but it will be a lot slower if it is down a mast.
What's the carpenter say? How long that would take?
Let's see. Your carpenter.
And does the sunken sloop have a mast that we could take?
Yeah, that's probably what they would use. Just pull that out of the water. Stick it on this boat. Let's see here. Repairs. Okay, so yeah, you can salvage the sunken ship to repair this one. So with all of the people, if you dedicated most of your crew to repairing that ship under Kodak's instruction, you could probably have it fixed in a day or two.
Say, does the plover have any ownership documentation on board? If I go through the captain's
yeah, it does.
And it's just registered as the plover to Captain Fiza something?
Correct. No surname.
Okay. What if we sail into Ketris with this? How easy would it be to sell?
You would have
it's
to,
like we didn't even talk to the merchant about it.
Yeah, so if you didn't even talk to him, selling a sloop, you would make a common knowledge or persuasion roll at -2 and that would represent a week's worth of time. And if you get a success, you can sell the ship at 25% of its market value. If you get a raise, you can sell it at 50%. Wounds reduce the total cost by 25 per wound. And if you roll a 1 on your trait die when you're trying to sell it, the authorities the attention of the authorities are drawn, and they'll try and confiscate it.
Okay. All right.
And it gets more difficult with larger ships. So sloops are pretty small and common. So
yeah, they're easy.
They're fairly easy to sell compared to a galleon.
We could get at most 7,500 for it.
Correct.
Well, I mean,
I believe that is.
I bet the merchant.
Yeah, top for 15.
Yeah,
I talk to the merchant. We'd be like, "Hey, buddy, pal, we got a ship, and we own 2/3 of this ship. Let's say we give you both of these ships, and you find us a better ship." I bet he'd go for it, right?
Yeah, you could pitch it.
Like he's not like a I don't think he wants big ships. So like, I think he wants more little ones. But I don't know. I don't know who this guy is.
Right, right. I mean, the value of 2 sloops is the value of 1 frigate.
Right? Although we do only own 2/3 of this other one. But maybe he could do the same deal where we own 2/3 of a frigate. You know, think about it.
We'll pitch it to him.
You
He
can,
did say that
you
he
can
might give us a
certainly,
bonus if we do good on this, which I think we're doing it pretty good.
you can certainly pitch it to him. Okay, so do you want to have them fix the mast then? And spend a little bit more time? Okay.
Oh, can I talk to Captain Fiza?
Sure.
Do you know when one of the other captains will be coming back?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm definitely going to send one of our crew to just kind of go watch the
McLagan will probably be back in a couple of days. I was supposed to meet him at Dakan.
Okay, when?
Today or tomorrow.
Okay.
It's well, maybe like 2 or 3 days. Wait, what is going on?
Oh, we just don't want him to show up suddenly without us knowing.
Well, I did not get a chance to warn him.
I wouldn't mind bringing him instead.
Oh, by the way, do you know what those weird, creepy baby things were that were guarding your drugs? They kind of breathed noxious gas or something. Ben, did you cut out?
Ben left. We won.
All right.
Yay!
We'll take all the ships. We win.
I mean, we do have 2 ships now. Do we want to set up another ambush?
I would say 2 ships is better than 1 ship with the stupid shore battery. I'm pretty sure the shore battery just got 1 person killed.
Yeah.
And plus made the boarding action way harder.
It's
Yeah.
alright. It was easy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it could have been disastrous.
Coulda.
I don't
Shoulda.
It was so close to being just a shit show. If I'd killed our crew, if I'd had 1 more point of damage, I would have killed our crew.
Yeah.
Then I'd been like, well, bye. Jumped overboard.
I was like,
Just kinda
Fiza,
swam away.
you need a first mate.
I'm your gal. You need a new ship's mage?
Yeah.
I got your back.
I totally did that on purpose so I could be a traitor.
Yep.
Alright,
I heard you're getting paid 3 times as much. I want in on that.
Alright, I'm back. You were saying something about drugs, and that's when I cut out.
Oh, I was asking her if she knew what the fuck the little gremlin things guarding the drugs were.
Oh, okay.
Guardians?
Yeah, she says they are things that the Castron man gave to us to protect the assets.
Oh, they're not one of yours?
No. Blackman has a couple more on his ship, I think.
They're odd creatures.
You know, they're creepy looking.
Did he give them a name? Like a title? What type they are?
Homunculi, I think he called them.
Odd creatures.
Okay. That's it.
What are you doing? What is your plan?
We are waiting to see if your friends show up. Or
I do not think Blackman will show up. He's seldom north.
We'll see.
McLagan will probably come through soon, though. Or after a matter of time.
A few days.
What does
This soon.
Few days, 5 maybe.
what does not Blackbeard, the other Black Mane. What does his ship look like?
The
It's
hazard
a sloop. It looks about like this.
About like ours?
Yeah, it's a sloop.
So
It's not.
it may be weird, but it wouldn't be